Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, we come to you with a story that is rapidly unfolding and has already sent shockwaves through every corner of our city. This is Chris Hansen, reporting live from our downtown studio, where the atmosphere is tense and the city outside is anything but ordinary. We interrupt your regular programming to bring you breaking news of an unprecedented event that has just taken place. The situation is developing by the minute, and we are committed to keeping you informed as details emerge. Shockwaves, both literal and figurative, have hit the city tonight, leaving residents and officials alike searching for answers. The skyline, usually calm and serene at this hour, is now illuminated by the flashing lights of emergency vehicles racing through the streets. An event no one could have predicted has just unfolded before our eyes. Crowds have gathered, their faces a mix of confusion, fear, and disbelief as they try to process what has happened. The streets are alive with the sounds of sirens, the glow of red and blue lights reflecting off buildings, and the urgent movements of first responders. Ambulances, fire trucks, and police cars are converging on the scene, working tirelessly to restore order and provide assistance. Here in the newsroom, our team is mobilized like never before. Producers, editors, and reporters are working around the clock, piecing together the facts and preparing to bring you the most accurate information as it becomes available. Our reporters are on the ground, braving the chaos to gather eyewitness accounts, official statements, and exclusive footage. They are speaking with residents, authorities, and experts to provide you with a comprehensive view of tonight's extraordinary events. The city, usually bustling with life, now seems to be holding its breath. Streets that are typically filled with laughter and activity are eerily quiet as people peer out their windows, anxious and uncertain about what the next hour may bring. Everywhere you look, people are gathered in small groups, talking in hushed tones, asking the same urgent question: what just happened? How did this occur, and what does it mean for our community moving forward? Stay with us as we work to uncover the facts behind this shocking event. Our newsroom is analyzing every piece of information, verifying sources, and striving to separate rumor from reality. This is a night that will be remembered for years to come. A night when the city was changed forever, and when ordinary people were called upon to show extraordinary courage and resilience. The city will never be the same after tonight. The impact of these events will be felt for days, weeks, and perhaps even years as we come to terms with what has transpired. We begin our live coverage now, bringing you the latest updates directly from the scene. Our commitment is to keep you informed, safe, and connected as this story continues to develop. Let's go straight to the heart of the city, where everything changed just moments ago. Our reporter is standing by, ready to bring you exclusive coverage and first-hand accounts from those who witnessed tonight's extraordinary events. Stay tuned as we continue to follow this breaking story. At 8:03 p.m., the city was calm. The sun had just dipped below the horizon, leaving the city bathed in a gentle twilight. Street lights flickered on, casting long shadows across the empty sidewalks. It was a typical evening, the kind that made the city feel safe and predictable. Inside cozy apartments and bustling homes, families gathered around dinner tables, sharing stories about their day. On the sidewalks, neighbors exchanged friendly nods as they walked their dogs, while others settled into their favorite chairs, eyes glued to the glow of their televisions. The city was alive with the quiet routines of everyday life, each person wrapped in their own world, unaware of what was about to unfold. Suddenly, without warning, a deafening boom shattered the peace. The sound echoed across downtown, bouncing off glass and concrete, startling everyone within earshot. For a split second, time seemed to freeze as the city tried to process what had just happened. Windows rattled violently, sending vibrations through the walls. Car alarms erupted in a chaotic chorus, their shrill cries piercing the night. People poured out of buildings, some still clutching their phones or dinner plates, faces etched with confusion and fear. The air was thick with uncertainty, every heartbeat pounding with questions. Then, as if the boom had summoned it, a strange, blinding light swept across the skyline. It was unlike anything anyone had seen before, brighter than lightning, yet eerily silent. The city's familiar outlines were transformed, bathed in an otherworldly glow that made everything look surreal. People shielded their eyes, squinting against the intensity. For a moment, it felt as if time itself had stretched, the light lingering far longer than it should have. Every second felt suspended, the world holding its breath, waiting for what would come next. As the light faded, the city erupted into a frenzy of activity. Phones buzzed and rang non-stop, social media feeds filled with frantic messages. "Did you hear that? What's going on? Is everyone okay?" People reached out to loved ones, desperate for answers, trying to make sense of the chaos. Within minutes, the wail of sirens cut through the confusion. Police cars raced toward the source of the disturbance, their lights painting the streets red and blue. Fire trucks and ambulances followed close behind, ready for anything, their crews bracing for the unknown. The streets quickly filled with anxious crowds. People gathered in clusters, exchanging rumors and theories, their voices hushed but urgent. Some stared up at the sky, searching for clues, while others clung to each other, seeking comfort in the presence of strangers. No one had answers yet. The city buzzed with speculation, but the truth remained just out of reach. Faces in the crowd reflected a mix of worry, disbelief, and hope that someone, somewhere, would soon explain what had happened. Tonight, the city is united by shock and fear. People who had never spoken before found themselves comforting one another, sharing stories and theories, bound together by a shared sense of vulnerability. The usual boundaries between strangers faded away in the face of the unknown. No one saw this coming, but everyone is feeling its impact. The city, once so sure of itself, now stands together in uncertainty, waiting for answers, and hoping that tomorrow will bring clarity to the night that changed everything. People described the moment as unreal. "It sounded like thunder, but sharper," says one resident. "The ground shook, lights flickered in tall buildings. Some people dropped to the floor thinking it was an earthquake. In parks and plazas, crowds gathered. Some were crying. Others filmed the scene on their phones. The air was thick with confusion and worry. Dogs barked. Children clung to parents. Everyone listened for more sounds. Sirens cut through the night. Helicopters circled above. The city felt smaller, as neighbors came together, sharing what little they knew. Rumors spread quickly, adding to the tension. Everywhere, people are searching for answers. The city's heartbeat is racing tonight. In the aftermath of tonight's extraordinary event, we reached out to those who witnessed it firsthand. Their stories paint a vivid picture of confusion, awe, and fear that swept through the city as the night unfolded. Maria Lopez, a local teacher, recalls, "I was just walking home from work when suddenly the entire sky lit up with a blinding light. At first I thought it might be a power surge or maybe even fireworks, but it was so much brighter and lasted much longer." She describes the moment as both beautiful and terrifying. "It was beautiful, but scary," Maria says, her eyes still wide with the memory. "Everyone around me stopped in their tracks. Some people gasped. Others just stared up, not sure what to do." Many residents echoed her feelings of shock and disbelief. "I've never seen anything like it," another eyewitness told us, shaking his head. "It felt like the whole world paused for a second." As Maria continues, her voice trembles, emotion breaking through as she tries to describe the fear and uncertainty that gripped her and her neighbors. "We didn't know if it was something dangerous or just something we couldn't explain." In response to the growing concern, city officials have stepped forward to address the public. At a late-night press conference, they urged calm and promised a thorough investigation into the cause of the mysterious lights. Police Chief Daniels addressed reporters saying, "We are doing everything we can to ensure the safety of our residents. Our officers are out in full force tonight, working closely with emergency services. Through loudspeakers and emergency alerts, authorities have asked everyone to remain calm and stay indoors until more information is available. Please stay calm and stay inside," the message repeats, echoing through the city streets. Meanwhile, firefighters and police officers are working side by side, moving from building to building, checking for any signs of damage or danger. Their presence offers some reassurance to anxious residents, but questions still linger in the air. Even the youngest witnesses are struggling to make sense of what happened. Timmy, a young boy interviewed by the news crew, says, "I thought it was fireworks, but it was too loud and too bright. It made my heart race." His mother pulls him close, holding him tightly as she tries to comfort him. The uncertainty of the night has left many parents searching for words to reassure their children. Across the city, families are gathering together, seeking comfort in each other's arms. In living rooms and bedrooms, people are holding their loved ones close, sharing stories and trying to make sense of what they've seen. Tonight, the city feels smaller, united by a shared experience that has touched everyone, young and old, rich and poor. These voices remind us that in moments of uncertainty, it is our shared humanity that brings us together, offering hope and strength as we wait for answers. Stores locked their doors early. Buses stopped running. People abandoned cars in the street, just too scared to drive. Restaurants turned off their lights, sending customers home. Hospitals are busy. Doctors and nurses rush to help those with minor injuries, mostly from panic or broken glass. Schools announce they will be closed tomorrow. The city's famous clock tower has stopped, frozen at the exact minute of the event. Public spaces are empty now. Playgrounds, usually full of laughter, are silent. The city's normal rhythm is gone. In its place, uncertainty and worry. Tonight, the city stands still, waiting for news, waiting for hope. Authorities are working hard to find answers. Early reports suggest a transformer exploded in the city's power grid. The explosion caused a chain reaction, lighting up the sky and shaking buildings. Experts say it was not an attack. There is no sign of foul play. Engineers are on site, checking for more damage. The power company is warning of more outages tonight. Officials promise to keep everyone updated. We are investigating every possibility, says Mayor Patel. Safety is our top priority. For now, the cause seems to be a rare accident, but the effects are being felt everywhere. First responders are working through the night. Firefighters check every building for fires. Police direct traffic away from danger zones. Paramedics treat the injured and comfort the scared. Volunteers hand out blankets and water. Local shelters open their doors to anyone who needs a safe place. City leaders meet in emergency rooms, planning the next steps. Mayor Patel thanks the heroes. Our city is strong because of you, she says. We will get through this together. Streets are lined with emergency vehicles, their lights a beacon in the darkness. Tonight, the city's bravest are showing what true courage looks like. As the night goes on, calm begins to return. Power is slowly coming back to some neighborhoods. Crews clear debris from the streets. People check on neighbors and share stories. City officials promise a full investigation. Support lines are open for anyone who needs help. Psychologists remind everyone, it's okay to be scared, but we will heal together. The city's spirit is strong. People are already talking about how to rebuild. We'll fix what's broken, says one shop owner. This is our home. The road to recovery has begun. The city is not alone. Tonight, the city learns a hard lesson. Life can change in a moment, but in the face of fear, people come together. Neighbors become friends. Strangers lend a hand. Officials promise to make the city safer. Plans are in place to upgrade the power grid. Schools will teach students about emergency safety. As the sun rises tomorrow, the city will look different, but its people are stronger than ever. They have faced the unknown and found hope. This is Chris Hansen, reporting live. The untold story has unfolded. The city will never forget this night. Thank you for joining us.